Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? Chuck here, and
my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
earlier this morning, it was revealed on both the Pokemon Go and the regular Pokemon Twitter account that Pokemon from the Sinnoh region, aka Gen 4, are coming to Pokemon Go. And yes, I now have 4 eyes. Now, Generation 4 consists of 107 Pokemon, not quite as big as Gen 3, but still plenty of Pokemon out there to catch, assuming, of course, they release it like they did for Gen 1 and Gen 2, and not like Gen 3, which took a year to do, and we're still not done with it, but that's okay. Now, there's also a handful of mythical Pokemon from Generation 4, and they actually went on to tease one of those mythical Pokemon in the official trailer. I believe it's Giratina with the red eyes and the shape of the face and everything like that, but not entirely sure. Let me know what you think the picture is right here. Now, the fact that they showed that very spoopy picture maybe implies that they're going to be releasing them around Halloween like they did with Generation 3. However, with Generation 3, we had a ghost type event, and with Generation 4, we have 8. There are 8 ghost type Pokemon in Generation 4. However, one of them is Giratina, which means 7 of them would probably be added into the game for an event, which isn't very many. So let's just hope that we get a full release. Now, with the addition of 107 brand new Pokemon, give or take a few, because some of them are going to be raid bosses and EX raid bosses and everything like that, they're going to have to change something to make some of these Pokemon meta relevant, because if not, we're going to be stuck using Tyrantars for the rest of our lives. Even if they do change something with Gen 4, we're still going to be stuck using Tyrantars for the rest of our lives. That being said, there are a bunch of huge changes to Pokemon Go coming up. Number 1, weather. You know how when there's an event going on in Pokemon Go and you're super excited to catch these special Pokemon that may appear shiny, and then all of a sudden it starts raining, and then all the cool Pokemon go away and you get stuck with a bunch of Lotads and cast forms. Well, that may be great for some people, but for those of you trying to take advantage of whatever Pokemon Go is trying to throw at you, that's not cool. So, Pokemon Go is going to be adjusting the level at which Pokemon from weather spawn in your area. Which is great, by the way, because I live in an area, a mountain biome, where we have a bunch of rarer spawns. Or at least we used to before the weather, with Larvatars and a bunch of wild Tyrantars and Mareeps and a bunch of cool Pokemon. And then when they added weather, this is what I got. I get a lot of careful, and also snow. It's October. That's what? Anyways, that's great. That means you can take full advantage of these events that Pokemon Go puts on for us, and you don't have to worry about weather getting in the way. Next thing. Number 2, and also kind of number 3, variety. Now, I'm not exactly sure what they mean by this when they said, as you explore a given area, you will notice that a greater variety of Pokemon species will appear over time and at different rates. So I don't know if that's specific to each trainer, depending on how long you spend in a certain area, or if just more. I think that just means a greater variety of Pokemon, which is a good thing. We're 2 for 2 on good things. Number 3, certain areas such as parks and nature reserves will now contain more varied Pokemon species. I think that's a good thing as well. Kind of hoping that that means that every park in our area will turn into a mini safari zone. I would love that. Actually, that'd be a great feature. Niantic, if you're listening, Safari Zone, please. But not like those ones in Europe. I mean, like, at each park you check. Never mind. Okay. Now, moving on, we were just talking about this a little bit earlier about how they're going to have to adjust how the game works and the battle system works in order to make the Gen 4 Pokemon meta relevant, and also just to add some variety to the game. Well, this is it. Forget everything you thought you knew about CP and HP and defense and stamina values. They are all going to be adjusted moving forward. That probably means, as they put it, Pokemon with high defensive stats will now be valuable. Rather than just taking too long to defeat, they'll actually outlast attacking Pokemon. Which means everybody who kept a family of Shuckle, this is for you. Now, to everybody who has a full army of beautiful Blissies out there, you're probably not going to like this, but they are going to be adjusting the HP gap between Pokemon, making those gigantic HP Blissies a little bit easier to take down, I assume. And back to what I just said about Shuckle, poor Shuckle. They're going to be reducing the defensive stats for a lot of Pokemon to balance those out too. So I just said that if you had an army of Shuckle, you probably still don't want Shuckle. I'm sorry, Shuckle. Now you're probably wondering, Chuck, when are we gonna see Gen 4? When are all these changes coming? I have no idea. There's no official announcement date. However, I assume if we're going off of past history, like last year when they gave us Gen 3 for a Halloween event, and the fact that they teased a very spooky picture of Giratina, I think, we may have a new raid boss for Halloween and also a release of Gen 4 Pokemon, perhaps just the ghost Pokemon, but ideally all 104 non-mythical, maybe? Something like that? I'm not sure. So there you have it. We have Gen 4 on the way, officially confirmed 138%. Now we knew this was coming because what comes after 3? 4 comes after 3. So we knew we were gonna get 4 eventually. A lot of people were like, oh, we're not gonna get it till 2019 or 2020 or Gen 4 for president. We're getting it in 2018. Thank you guys very much for watching. I love you all. Give this video a thumbs up if you like candy corn. Or if you're just hyped for Gen 4, because let's be real. I know a lot of people are grinding out shinies, and I know I'm not supposed to eat while making a video, but I like candy corn, so hold on. It's really hard to just quickly chew candy corn because it's like just pure sugar. Anyway, I know a lot of people have been grinding out shinies, okay? And loving community days, and I love community day. But all we've had to do for a very long time was either create your own challenges for yourself, such as I'm gonna catch 8 million Pokemon and I'm gonna be the first in the world to do it. I'm gonna hit 500 million XP. I'm gonna complete every single badge in the game times 10. To me, that isn't fun. So new Pokemon are really all I've ever looked forward to in this game. Raids are cool, trading was cool, but give me them new Pokemon. So guys, take it easy.